For Punjab in 1965 war, the battalion was part of 105 Independent Infantry Brigade at the Suleiman Ki Headworks. As you can see, 4 Punjab was part of the 105 Independent Brigade. As you can see, this is the headquarters 105 Brigade at Suleiman Ki, the canal offices. And this is 4 Punjab located towards the west. In addition, there is 32 medium and 117 motor battery. As you can see, 10 Punjab is deployed along the border. As you can see very clearly, 10 Punjab minus and 1 Baluch less 1 company. Whereas Alpha company of 1 Baluch is deployed separately at this canal place, I think Jalwal Headworks. So Indian 14 Punjab is facing the Pakistani 105 Brigade. So Pakistanis had a clear superiority in Suleiman Ki, and the outcome of the battle naturally was in the Pakistani favor. Very clear fact, totally missed in the Pakistani propaganda claims. 4 Punjab was initially tasked to attack a puny Indian border post held by a poorly armed border police force, which was no match for the whole battalion, the 4 Punjab. As you can see, they had to attack the Pakka post, a very minor, affair, nothing much to write about. This is how the battalion was to move, come down in between the 10 Punjab companies and attack Pakka post, as you can see very clearly. B company 4 Punjab establishes a roadblock in the rear of Pakka at mile 168.5 on the Suleiman Ki Fazilka road by 23:30 hours. Meanwhile, A company and C company 4 Punjab commence attack at 2300 hours on 6 September 1965 and capture Pakka and Bhini Muhammad Ali by 0100 hours. As you can see, this is the attack. 1 company of 4 Punjab establishing a roadblock behind this puny Mickey Mouse Pakka post, and 2 companies of the 4 Punjab attacking Pakka post. As you can see in this map, 14 Punjab is there holding the main defensive position, not really worried about the border police post, as you can see. The level of fighting in this attack may be imagined from the fact that 4 Punjab did not suffer a single fatal casualty in this attack. 4 Punjab was ordered to occupy Channanwala, which was also not held by the Indians on 21st September 1965. As you can see, 4 Punjab had deployed like this already after capturing Pakka post, while 10 Punjab was on the left and lone Indian battalion 14 Punjab here. As you can see, 1 Baluch had already been, pulled out and was going to Lahore, where it was launched into a most suicidal and most ridiculous, irrational, badly planned counterattack in which the battalion unnecessarily suffered fatal casualties of very, high magnitude. Also, one must note that 1 Baluch was misused in Suleiman Ki also, where its single company was launched in a daylight counterattack without artillery support and lost 23 men, but we will discuss this later on. 22nd Punjab relieves 4 Punjab, which marches southeast and occupies Channanwala. As you can see, 22nd Punjab relieves 4 Punjab, which marches southeast and occupies Channanwala. As you can see, 22nd Punjab, a newly raised regiment, relieved 4 Punjab at Pakka, and 4 Punjab was sent to occupy Channanwala. As you can see, interestingly, the Indian brigade commander in this sector was as incompetent as the opposing Pakistani 105 brigade commander and ordered an attack on Channanwala, thinking that it was occupied by an infantry company. As you can see, Indian 67 brigade was incompetently led as Pakistan's 105 brigade. An Indian commander sanctioned an attack by 3 by 9 Gorkhas under a totally false assumption that an infantry company was holding Channanwala. As you can see here, exactly like 105 brigade commander had earlier ordered an attack using one Baluch company, which was a total failure. But more of that in our section on one Baluch. Now, as you can see this map, 2 miles scale, as you can see, two companies of 3 by 9 Gorkha rifles, Alpha and Bravo company with Delta company frontally attacking, launched an attack on the 4 Punjab. The major attack of 3 by 9 Gorkha was from the northern flank, that is the left flank of the 4 Punjab defensive position at Channanwala, as you can see. This attack, keeping in view the relative strengths, had no chance of success and was defeated by 4 Punjab with the Pakistani tank troop playing the most decisive role. Lieutenant Saeed Tiwana, originally 12 cavalry, later posted to 24 cavalry, resigned from the army, rejoined again in 65, was commanding tank troop of 34 TDU. Lieutenant Saeed Tiwana, as you can see, counterattacked and defeated 3 by 9 Gorkha attack. He was awarded SJ along with newly commissioned Sword of Honor of PMA Lieutenant Farooq Nawaz Janjua of 4 Punjab, who led the commando platoon. As you can see, two companies of 4 Punjab were used to counterattack the Gorkhas, while the decisive blow was delivered by Lieutenant Saeed Tiwana's troop, who maneuvered and attacked the Gorkha battalion companies from the rear, as you can see clearly. Channanwala counterattack by tank troop and two companies for Punjab led by Lieutenant Saeed Tiwana and commando platoon led by Farooq Nawaz Janjua. As you can see, 3 by 9 Gorkha lost heavily, losing 2 JCOs and 10 killed. Captain Surya and Captain Chaudhary were made PW. In addition, 3 by 9 Gorkha also lost 48 other ranks in PWs. 4 Punjab only lost 7 killed, which indicates that infantry did not do much fighting. The Indian attack was absolutely nonsensical and foolhardy, and the Indian commander gave the Pakistanis an ultimatum, as quoted by A History of Indo-Pak War by Mahmood, Staff College Teaching Handbook. Before attacking, the Indian commander, foolhardy commander, gave Pakistanis an ultimatum, totally violating the cardinal principle of surprise. Eminent Pakistani military historian Colonel Mukhtar Gilani stated that the major reason why 3 by 9 Gorkha became demoralized was the frightening noise of tanks at night. This means that the real job was done by Lieutenant Saeed Tiwana's troop, which attacked them from the rear. Total fatal casualties. Fighting was not intense, and 4 Punjab achieved considerable glory at a very low cost of 7 killed and 13 wounded. suffered in the whole of 1965 war. 4 Punjab lost no officer, which was because it did not face any desperate odds that required officers to lead from the front. Another important factor to judge a unit's level of leadership, which is assessed by studying if its officers were leading from the front or not. Gallantry awards won. The battalion received a rich share of gallantry awards: 3 Satara Jorats, 2 Tamga Jorats, 1 Imtiazi Sanad, 9 Imtiazi Sanad. Its brave CO Jahan Bab was also awarded Sitara Jorat, which Indian writers mistakenly claimed that he was awarded a Sitara Jorat in Lunganewala. Absolute nonsense. It was at Suleiman Ki where Jahan Bab was awarded a Sitara Jorat. Lieutenant Colonel Jahan Bab, Lieutenant Farooq Afzal Janjua, and Subedar Sarfarash being awarded the SJ unit performance. 4 Punjab performed outstandingly, but there were no heavy odds, and cost of success was very cheap in terms of casualties suffered. Net impact in the war. Solomanki was a minor backwater in 1965 war. Pakistan's 105 Brigade was numerically superior to Indians opposing it, and there was no credible Indian threat to Suleiman-Ki headworks. Thus, the impact of Suleiman-Ki on 1965 war was limited. General summing up. 4 Punjab fought outstandingly and deserves all praise. However, its victory, keeping in view the opposing commanders' low caliber, both Pakistan and Indian, as well as relative strength, was a foregone conclusion. Here again, we must note that Channanwala victory was achieved because of Lieutenant Said Tiwana's tank attack hitting the Gorkha companies in the rear, as admitted by a military historian who's from the infantry, Colonel Mukhtar Gilani, 14 Punjab. And this ends our podcast on 4 Punjab in 1965 war. In the next part, we will discuss 5 Punjab in 1965 war, but more on that later.